Vic could be cut if new coach Chip Kelly is sold on Nick Foles and the promise of Matt Barkley. While Ron Jaworski, as we just mentioned, said Tony Romo is 15 on the top quarterbacks coming into the season. And RG3 still recovering from off-season knee surgery, while Eli Manning gets one of his star receivers back, Victor Cruz, as a slot receiver. So let's talk about this. All things considered, who is the best quarterback in the NFC East? I'll start with you first, Stephen A.
What? Eli Manning.
Okay, is that even a
What?
question?
What?
I'm
Did you
sorry.
say Eli Manning?
Is that blasphemy?
Let me tell you something. You can sit there and look at the read option and all of this stuff, and RG3, when healthy, is absolutely electrifying. Was absolutely electrifying last year, and I get all of that.
Sure.
Oh, so you got past tense now with the was?
No, it's not that. It's not that. I'm a bit turned off. Because it's not all RG3's fault. But I'm like, listen, there's something to be said for being a surprise. There's something to be said for the Washington Redskins, who were basically a moribund franchise until he arrived, and they had struggled, hadn't won division titles since 1999. I mean, they came onto the scene. Let's not forget Alfred Morris and how he rushed for over 1,600 yards as a sixth-round draft pick, please. I mean, this dude produced, even though I will acknowledge, he averaged over 5.5 or about 5.5 yards a carry with RG3 on the field, only around 3.5 to 3.8. Without RG3 on the field. So obviously having RG3 on the field helped his running game significantly, and we get all of that. And I'm not trying to take anything away from RG3 because I got a lot of love and respect for that brother and what he's doing. My thing is this. We saw Cam in year 2. We've seen plenty of dudes in that second year after everybody knows what's coming.
Yeah.
You look at the Redskins schedule, let's see what happens. I don't have to ask those questions about Eli Manning. Eli Manning definitely has been inconsistent in his career, but he don't have back-to-back subpar years. Last year was a subpar season. The season before that, he was big time. Even though they were 9-7, he was big time. I look at Eli Manning, a 2-time Super Bowl champion,
and I
say to myself, you know what? I'm sorry. I've seen this dude deliver in big moments repeatedly. I got to see that from the young RG3. Michael Vick, we don't even know if he's going to be the quarterback of the Eagles because 1 minute Chip Kelly loves a mobile quarterback. The next thing you know, he abhors turnovers, and as a result, he's looking at Matt Barkley and Nick Foles. You know, and of course, you're definitely not going to get me to say Tony Romo, or shall I say Antonio Romo, because that's really his name, Antonio.
The point is, saw that on the internet.
Yeah, I did. I just see that, right? Yeah. So the point is, it is what it is. It is what it is.
So Stephen
I'm
A.
going
says
with Eli Manning.
Eli Manning. Skip, your thoughts. I think we already know, but inform the world.
I am picking the Washington Redskins to win next year's NFC East because I am picking RG3 to be the best quarterback in the division next year. Coming off a horrendous knee injury and surgery and rehab, I believe he will be 100% by opening day, and he will pick right up where he left off last year when I will remind you, unlike Cam Newton, RG3 went into a playoff game in his rookie year against a highly ranked Seattle Seahawks defense, and the first 2 times they had the football, they went whoosh, whoosh, 14-0 when he tweaked his knee on just before the touchdown play on the second touchdown, Stephen A. Or that game could have been a rout in favor of the Washington Redskins. You will see more of same. And Bryant Arakpo, I'm going to remind you, is going to step right out of a Geico commercial right back into that defense next year. They will be a little better on defense as they get healthier. RG3, again, do you think Alfred Morris is a blip or a trend? I'm going trend on him. I think he's a one-hit wonder?
I think he's a trend. I like him a great deal. I like their offense. We'll see what happens. You have to remember, the Washington Redskins were 9-1 with Pierre Garçon on the field with RG3. When he was out, what were they, 1-6?
Yeah.
So let's be careful. You know, they got to stay healthy. That defense, horrible against the pass. They got to stay healthy as well.
Better.
And Haslett's on the hot seat as a defensive coordinator. There's no doubt about that. So, and then you look at their schedule. Here's my thing. Look at the schedule. You open up Monday night against Philadelphia.
No problem.
All right?
No problem.
I don't even know who Philly's quarterback is. Might be Stephen A. Smith before it's over.
It'll never be me. I ain't getting hit on a football field. I tell you that much. In Green Bay, week 2. Green Bay week 2.
Overrated.
You got teams Dallas, Chicago,
Easy,
Denver,
easy.
San Diego,
Jeez.
Philadelphia, San Francisco, the Giants twice, Atlanta. I mean, listen.
He's putting a lot of pressure on RG3.
Listen, all I'm saying to you is this. Washington's, they don't have an easy schedule.
Okay.
Let's keep that in mind.
All right, but neither will
that in
the
mind.
Giants, neither will the Cal. That's a tough division,
I'm just
except for
telling
the Eagles.
I'm just telling you.
Okay, so to rank the quarterbacks, I will give you Eli number 2.
Okay.
By default,
Give me Eli number
yeah,
two.
I will.
You would give me
Two-time
the two-time Super Bowl champion.
Number 2.
I will
By the way,
number 2.
closed his eyes with my left hand,
Please.
closed his eyes and flung 2 passes into the air.
He was
one to Tyree and one to Manningham.
He was in a position to do it because the game was close enough for him to get it done. If the Patriots had scored enough points like their high-powered offense was supposed to, instead of being shut down by the Giants' defense, he would have been in no position to do what he did, but he did.
Tom Brady made one bad throw in his life, and it was in that Super Bowl, and it would have won the game.
Let's get Bayless back to your ranking.
Yes.
RG3 1, Eli Manning number 2.
Yeah, by default, I have to put Tony Romo 3rd because I have no idea who the Eagles quarterback will be. It might be Matt Barkley, and if it is, it's going to be a little bit of a long year for the Eagles because I'm not sure Matt Barkley can be RG3 for the Eagles. You have a new coach in Chip Kelly. I'm not sure his stuff is going to work in this league. I think Philly could be in for a rough ride next year. Thank you.
I think Philadelphia will be better than people assume, and I think Michael Vick, I don't think he's going to lose his job. I think he'll go out there and perform.
Well, there has been a report that he could be on the bubble.
Yeah.
Well, then let somebody else grab him. Let the Jets come and get him because I don't know if Geno Smith's going to be ready to go.
I would agree with that.
I agree with that. All right, let's leave it right there, gentlemen. From 1 cent